Literally, I think it's on. Is it on?
Is it on?
I think it's on.
Are we
Holy
live?
shit.
Is this live?
I think it's on.
Hello?
Is this on? Wait, hold
Is
on.
this live?
I have to confirm that this is on. Because it might not. It's on. Holy shit. It's on.
Confirm.
It's on. Holy shit. Holy fuck. All right. So this is introduce yourself. You are Mr. Autumn Winters. Is that correct?
Winters. I'm not sure if you remember, but do you remember like a long time ago, back in the day, when you would stream on Twitch and it was like Win9? And you would like you'd say my name is at Win9 every time. And I would have to like
formerly known as Win9.
Yeah. But I was like trying to explain how it's Mr. Autumn Winters. I was like trying to explain that my name was that. But you would like say
Win9. they never, the explanations never, they're not required, you know?
Yeah. But I ended up changing it. I was allowed to change it after a while, and I was like, "Oh, thank fuck for that."
Yeah, there you go.
I never wanted Win9, but it was like the other ones I was choosing were taken, and I'm like, "Damn, I got to choose something that's gonna."
You got to choose something. Speaking of something, what is that background there? What is that? Is that like a bed sheet you got going on? What is that?
That is a bed sheet, yes. But I use it for my green screen. So,
okay.
What do you call a thrift? Or no, Goodwill. Yeah,
Goodwill.
So what do you guys call Goodwill over there? It's like the same kind of store here.
Yeah, just like yeah.
Yeah, I went into one of those places and for like $3, picked up a green bed sheet, stuck it up on the wall, and hey, yeah, it works alright. It works good enough.
I see. My thing is like I really like the practical background stuff. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge fan of like, you know, look at I've got no bed sheet on. I look like a fucking slob. I'm a piece of shit. I got the toys all over the floor. My clothes are on the floor.
You actually have some good stuff in the background though. Like I've always loved the Mega Man poster and like the Doom stuff. And
there's so many
I've always loved that shit. It's so good. Yeah. And like I really loved how the whole process of how you gained that collection. And I think you have it so well documented on your YouTube now.
Oh yeah, like you can go back through years and see like first it was just the X6 poster.
You're getting like parcels like every week or something like that. And you'll
back
be getting,
when
like,
I had money,
games
right?
Always new games and stuff.
Love it. That was great.
And, I love those videos. I was like, wow. And I was like,
I was also like, wow, because I was getting a bunch of stuff, and that was pretty cool.
All that epic collecting.
But yeah,
I think you got some extra shelves made just so you could get some more games.
I did. I still have an extra shelf. When I moved to North Carolina, I couldn't bring all of my furniture, sadly, so I had to buy some more shelves. And I have another one of those that I haven't put together yet because I'm a piece of shit. So at some point, what I'm planning on is I'm gonna like shift my whole setup and then have like a second shelf to the right of that, and then have that be my background. But I'm also really lazy, and like I do YouTube videos all day, every day. So it's like
that's time consuming. It's time consuming.
It consumes. I've realized, and now I how old are you? You're like something.
34 in November.
Okay, all right. I'm 24, and maybe you can attest to this, but I'm at that point in my life where I realize, you know what? There's not enough time in the day to do everything I want to do, and that depresses me a little bit. So I just decide, you know what? I'm going to do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it has to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely just time consuming itself and just live streaming, but I've never really had the patience either to sit down and edit videos and stuff so well, especially the way you edit videos. You do it so well. I love it. You know, with the vlogs and stuff like that. It's great.
I got to do more of those. I brought them back for a bit.
Yeah, they're the best. I love them. They're so great.
I appreciate that. Is this whole episode just going to be you telling me how great I am? Because if so, If so, that's
Yeah,
completely
pretty
okay with
much, I guess.
All right,
It's
all
so
right, I'll
funny
take it.
because it's so funny because I'll like try and message in the message in the chat, basically, like, oh gosh, what an inspiration these streams have been. Because I've wanted to originally like make YouTube videos or something like that. I guess I don't know. I'll try something, but
I think you have a good knack for like making bizarre like filmography stuff.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I actually, there's this recent, I don't know if you've seen it, probably haven't, but Sarah Palin released a video, the 2008 vice presidential candidate on the Republican ticket. She released a video a week ago.
Yeah.
And it was like a bizarre, like horror reel where it was her like threatening to run for office if someone didn't do what she wanted. But it was like there was like negative light effects and like she was like upside down in a few areas. It was one of those really bizarre fucking things.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could do because that reminded me of your stuff that I've seen. Where you just do this bizarre stuff and it's just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, I kind of, I'm totally inspired by you though, like for sure. Like there'll be times on your live streams where just out of nowhere you just like have this burst of energy and just say something really funny and just out of nowhere, and it'll be like so surprising. And I think
like I sit there, I've got this stern look, and I'm just like playing the game. And then like 30 minutes later, I'm just like, you know what? I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I love it. It's so great in that energy. And well, originally the internet in Australia was so shit. And it still is now, I think. People are still complaining about it now. They've upgraded it. They want to upgrade it again. Spend an extra few $1 billion on upgrading the NBN again, internet or whatever.
Is that like a thing that they're actually going to do? Because here in America, we were supposed to do that in 1996 with the Telecommunications Act. And what they did instead is the cable companies just took the money and said, yeah, we'll do this. And then just didn't do it. And then they literally like made up positions to like pay people bonuses, and they didn't update anything.
Yeah, sounds legit. Yeah, there's so many areas that are still without internet in Australia. Like you think of Australia as like some outback place. Hello? Oh, you're still with me? Are we still...
Oh no.
Did you get the disconnection?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh wait.
Oh god. This is a disaster. This is no good. Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
Hello.
I'm so sorry, my internet. Again, the 1996 Communications Act coming in. My internet just decided to not work. It heard me. Because net neutrality has been repealed, they heard me talk shit, and they're like, yo,
yeah,
I'm going to teach this bitch a lesson. and then they did. They taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
So you were living through the wildfires in Australia. Like, how was that?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny, I guess, because where I am, I'm basically just safe. Like, just safe. It's like just lucky. The surrounding areas, heaps of like houses and stuff got burnt down and evacuated in the surrounding areas. But just right where I am, we just got hit with thick, dense smoke from like months, weeks, days. Absolutely awful. It was like really hot, so you'd want the air conditioning.
Right,
you'd want the air conditioning on. And the air conditioning would just blow smoke inside. So then it's like, damn it. Shit. So it's like you'd be putting the towels and shit underneath the doors like you would when you'd be smoking up, trying to make sure the smoke wouldn't get underneath the door.
Exactly, right. No, you brought together your life experience was preparing for that moment.
It was, yes.
Absolutely.
I did all right. Yeah, it was really hard being out in it, but I was like managed that I survived through all that shit actually, because I only had to be outside for like a few hours, but in comparison to most people, I'd had to be out there for probably like 12 hours or something. I guess I didn't really have anything to worry about. So I was probably outside breathing that shit in for like a few hours or something, back inside streaming again, and it's all good.
Have you noticed any like health effects from that?
They reckon it was like the equivalent of a 40 packet of cigarettes within an hour or something. Like the smoke was that bad, the air quality.
Jeez.
Yeah, I actually made a video riding home on my bike through the smoke, and it was kind of nice. But yeah, I'm just happy it's all over, and I hope it doesn't come back soon.
Yeah, it's changed sides. We're still experiencing in the Western United
Yeah,
States.
that
Thankfully,
sucks.
I'm in the Eastern, but
Yeah,
they're like, I know a lot of people who like their house is burned down. Like they're like,
yeah,
they go outside and it looks blood red, like you're on fucking
yeah.
Venus or something. Was it like that in Australia, like a blood?
Yeah,
red
yeah,
sky?
absolutely. So many people had to evacuate to the beaches.
Right?
And they were basically just trapped right on the beach at nighttime, hiding in their boats and shit, having to cover themselves up with like tarps or whatever they could to protect themselves, and like to all camp out there at the night. And yeah, it was really bad. I think people are still living in tents now, maybe like still without homes and still with. There was all that fundraising to help and like kind of stuff like that, but if something was done about it and like people had gotten their money and they were rebuilding, like, I'm sure we would have heard about it. I don't know. It was so overclouded and shadowed by COVID-19 straight away. So people were so quick.
Yeah, that happened around the same time, right?
Yeah. So people were so quick to up and forget about the bushfires. It's like COVID-19 now.
Yeah, like the world just finished ending, and now it's going to end again. The unnecessary sequel.
Yeah, whatever the news is showing, it's like what's on people's minds, basically. And it's like, well, what happened about that? I don't know. It's kind of wild.
Well, yeah. I mean, it'll probably happen again. Like I don't know.
Absolutely.
As far as I know, the world's kind of fucked. So
yeah. Since I can remember my teenage years, especially, every summer it's always been a deadly fire season, especially where I live. So we've always got to prepare for that summer. People are always like, oh gosh, I can't wait till it's summer. Gosh, I hate winter. I hate autumn. Those are the worst times. Gosh, I can't wait for summer. Then soon as it's summer, it's like, it's survival every bloody time.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's like out of fucking like a Silent Hill or something, which I'm gonna play tonight, by the way.
I was going, hell yeah, Silent Hill's the best. I love it.
Like the idea
that going past the cemetery
smoke
as well.
Yeah, it looks like fog,
Yeah.
Except it's like actually like very deadly for you and not just like water particles.
It's like toxic.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, so like what's going on right now with COVID in Australia? What do you
Yeah, it's absolutely bullshit. It's like people going on about it like it's never happened, I guess. It's forgotten about again, basically. Well, in my area anyway. I haven't gone anywhere else in Australia, of course, in a long fucking time.
Yeah, like you're the official representative of Australia right now. You're speaking for the entire continent. Every person is being represented by this. So you've got to be nice. You've got to be accurate.
I've got to be nice. I've got to be accurate.
Exactly. You got to be right there.
I don't know. It's hard. But when I went out, and I haven't really read any news reports or anything, but when I've been out, no one's wearing masks. No one wears masks. It's working. Yeah. And it's school holidays as well. So the shopping malls are just packed. Everybody's shopping, doing their things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because when the pandemic first...
as depraved as us then.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah, they're like as depraved as us, like just crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. There haven't been any reports. They've blocked off the the border from New South Wales to Victoria. So you need to get a pass to be able to cross the border, basically, into the next state. But yeah, I don't think there's been any COVID reports now, which has been good, I guess. But Yeah, just the rush of people. I just don't dig. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I'm not much of a people person normally as it is, but like
Yeah,
when it's a pandemic, I am like, when I go to the grocery store, it's like I've got tunnel vision. Like I need my things, I get the
and
fuck
get the
out.
hell out of it. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
exactly
like
the
I'm
same.
on a fucking like a mission, you know, like
Yeah,
I'm trying to infiltrate like a fucking,
yeah.
I don't know, but it's pretty fun.
Then you get there and it's peak hour, and people are blocking the aisles with their trolleys, all talking about their day for 3 hours.
It's
And it's like, get out of my way.
I a couple days ago, because I live in North Carolina, and a lot of there's like it's like 50-50 as far as like mask wearing regular people and like psychotic Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Um And so like you always have like you see like the grandmas with their masks on, they're just kind of strolling along, doing their
Yeah.
thing. They're just, you know, they're following all the rules. And then you see like a family of like Make America Great Again hat wearing like dullards. And this actually happened to me a couple of weeks ago. Is a
Yeah.
bunch of dullards, like two of them had hats on and they all wore like USA clothes. We're in the grocery store, right? And it's like a father and like I guess an adult son or like a friend or whatever, and then like two kids, no masks on, right? And it was just like they were walking through every aisle having loud conversations, and it was like it literally felt like a cartoon. Like
Yeah.
and it's like this is like the stuff like you see on Twitter all day of like, oh yeah, look, there's a bunch of dullards, and then like I go to
Yeah.
the store and they're being dullards, you know. And I think that was at Walmart, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, you know, Walmart's as bad as you know, it's already bad because of the
Yeah.
fucking the idea that we live in America and that's like the human hive, right? But it's like, okay, so you're in Walmart and right, and the aisles have a lot of space. And then you see these like fuckers just steamrolling through, and you need to get like something on the other side of the aisle, right? Like you need to get past them. Like it's horrifying. It's horrifying. I just like go up against the wall. I go like this. I'm like just like, okay, just, you know, I hold my breath. Even I have, you know, I try
Yeah.
my best, but it's scary.
Yeah. Well, when the pandemic first hit, because I'm very germophobic, you know, like germs, I'm just like, have always been. And if anybody's ever had a cold or the flu anyway before COVID, you know, it's just like, dude, what are you doing? You know, it's like, get the hell away, basically, or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're ready for this.
Yeah, and you know, I'll go out there, and I never wore a mask or anything, but I don't know. They said you could just wrap something around your face, and that's good enough, I guess. So yeah, I'll just wrap my scarf around my face, and I was the only one that was covering my face, and I kind of like had the person at the shop, the manager at the shop, kind of get all smirky at me because he had to work and I wasn't working at the time. And it's like, I got a bunch of boxes out there if you want to start lifting. You know, it's like, oh man, gosh, you know, I kind of just want to get back home. You know, like that's how serious the people were taking the pandemic, I guess, when it hit, I guess. But we live in a small rural, you know, kind of redneck town. So we're like, oh, it's only going to be people in the city that'll have to worry about it. I guess it's that whole mentality, you know. But we've had a few.
All it takes is like a couple people, and then
absolutely, yeah,
that whole plan. Look at like the White House right now.
Yeah.
All it took was one person, and now they're dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Like 8,
Yeah.
I think like 6 or 7 senators have COVID now. And I actually just saw this. This is breaking news, but Trump's doctor was asked if the president is receiving oxygen, and the quote is, "He's not on oxygen right now." Right now? That means he was on oxygen, right? Like, so there was a time where the president of the United States was on oxygen? Okay. That's what that means to me. You having fun there?
Hell yeah, pal. Sorry, keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yo.
Yeah, no, I think Trump is maybe dying. Either this is one hell of a show.
That's crazy. That's wild.
It's crazy. What would the reaction, like, how do people feel about America right now? in Australia?
Well, it's funny how so in tuned with American politics a lot of Australians are that they begin to forget about Australian politics, I believe. Anyway, that, you know, they really pick up the Americanism things to say what a lot of American, you know, lingo things I would say. You know, you got your right wingers, you know, and they're like calling people commies and vice versa, you know, that lingo, you know. It's a whole language thing that I'm like, okay. But you know, I notice Australians saying like copying that and like imitating that. And I just kind of really cringe at that. It's like, you know, I hear an Australian calling another Australian a commie or something like that, or your lefty commie or something.
These are the people that are just like on 4chan all day, right? And it's like they think it's cool, and they go outside, and it's just like, what?
And it's like, what?
I'm a loser? You're telling me I'm a loser? You're telling me that people laugh at me? I don't understand.
But I believe that if, you know, if given the chance, a lot of Australians would, you know, probably even they're probably convinced that they're voting in American politics, like they're going to enter the vote, even though they live in Australia. Like, I think they just.
I mean, they're doing the work. I mean? You know, if it's online, it's like, you know, the Russian troll farms. No, we have the Australian troll farms. These people are addicted, and they're doing it for free. Like, it's wild.
Oh, that is wild.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, like I tune into Australian politics a little bit, like very little. Like I just want to know certain little things that are changing, and I want to know when the election day is so I don't get fined.
I like that system, by the way. The idea that you get fined if you don't participate in a vote, that's great.
Oh,
I love that.
It's fucked though when you do vote and they still try and fine you.
Oh, does that happen?
Yeah, that happened to me last year. And I rang them up straight away and I'm like, listen here, you cunts. I fucking voted. No, I didn't really say that. A lot of Australians would have, but I didn't. No. I was like, hey guys, I voted. I have proof. I don't know, I had photos. I just had photos and conversations of that day I went and voted.
That's really funny, though. Yeah, I mean, our government does that too. They try to fuck you over for random shit. And don't even get me started about health insurance. They will fuck you over at any possible moment in human history. They will take that opportunity and they will fuck you in the face.
Yeah.
Holy shit. God damn. So yeah, tell me about Doom. What's your Doom history?
Doom is my Doom history. Wow, it's nowhere near as. It's kind of strange because, you know, I grew up in the era of when I should have played a lot of Doom at that time when I was growing up. A lot of people my age played a lot of Doom. Everyone in that age played a lot of Doom. But I only ever played Knee Deep in the Dead, the shareware, you know, the Doom shareware version, Doom 1, just shareware, on the floppy A drive disc. So many different variations. Everybody who I knew just had the bloody shareware version of Doom. So this is as much as I ever really got to play. And after playing Duke Nukem 3D and Blood and Quake, it was kind of completely forgotten about in those few years. I was just like playing Blood over again and stuff like that. I didn't really play Doom. I didn't really, just like Knee Deep in the Dead. You know, that was it, basically. But it wasn't until, you know, to get a bit personal, I was like in a real shitty relationship for like fucking years.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
It sucked ass, yeah. And there was this feeling inside me that just wanted to play fucking video games and not be around anyone.
Right?
It was just like, man, I've always just like, it was either sharing a house with someone or, you know, living in a shit relationship. And where I couldn't get a moment to myself, basically, or a moment to think of things of being creative or anything like that. You know, it was just like taken away, basically.
You're just kind of stuck in like this weird life. you're around people and they're like you can't do anything because it's going to be bizarre and embarrassing.
Yeah. So my
Or,
life was
yeah?
just basically work, you know, get home, get yelled at, go to sleep, wake up at 5 a.m. throwing up, go to work, get treated like shit at work, feel like I'm going mad, basically.
Right?
But anyway, I left all that shit years down the track. And my internet was really shit, so it took me like 6 hours to upload a 30-minute video. 6 hours to upload a 30-minute video. And I only could live stream at like 666 kilobytes a second.
Oh my, that's great. I love that.
And I know, right? And that's how great Australian internet was at the time, ADSL 2, whatever it was, in a small rural town as well. So it's like the internet was a lot worse in a rural town.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we finally got all that updated way later. But anyway, I just felt like I couldn't make videos. I really wanted to make animations, but I just didn't have the patience for it anymore. And editing gaming videos and stuff like that, I didn't have the patience for that either. And I just felt like that I wasn't really good at it or anything like that. And even though I did not have the internet power to live stream or anything like that, I kind of just started discovering Twitch. And I was just like kind of browsing through Twitch a bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's like just basically discovering the whole live streaming thing for the first time.
Right.
And of course, there's like, I was, first struck by all the popular streamers or whatever. And they're all playing shit like League of Legends and Dota 2 and
oh god, I remember that shit. Oh my god.
Gosh knows what other shit they're playing, and I was like, I was like, oh man, I don't think streaming's my thing. Like, I don't think I could get into streaming, and I don't know how I found your channel. I'm trying to think about it, but I remember the title, Gay Weed Palooza.
Oh my.
And that was the most
God bless.
hilarious fucking thing ever. And because I love weed so much, I immediately clicked on it. And I think you were playing Mega Man at the time, actually.
Of course.
It was like some epic marathon, some epic marathon shindig thing. I don't know, Sunday Run Day, the rad things you create. I think it might have been with Teddy.
Teddy was probably involved with one of those.
He speedruns, doesn't he?
Yeah, he plays.
Yeah,
Crash.
This was like, I think this might have been 2015, 2016, maybe even.
That sounds maybe possibly correct.
I still have not seen anybody do this on a live stream. It was only your live stream I ever saw it done.
What?
And I still don't know how you did it. I still don't even know how to bloody describe it.
What is happening?
I'm just like, how the hell did you do this?
What did I do?
Like, you had two games going on the same live stream screen, if I can explain it correctly.
Yes.
So it was like, I know Teddy had his game going on of Mega Man speed running on one side, and then you had your game of Mega Man going on the other side, and you both were racing each other. Oh,
that's super easy. That's super
live
easy.
On stream, and I'm like, how are you guys doing that? That's so rad.
That's super easy.
Yeah, I was just like so amazed by that. And I think I may have watched a Doom stream or whatever. But way later down the track, I ended up coming across the first vlog you did.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was just like so impressed and amazed by how amazing and epic that vlog was.
No. It's very epic. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing is not a word I would use to describe it, but it's very epic. That's for sure. Yeah, I had fun. I always have fun. I don't know if you guys saw the little Doom trailer things I made a couple months ago, but those were really fun too. But I like editing bizarre shit. Whenever I'm editing something, I like it to be either just as basic and just get it over with, or like it to be like a fucking, I don't know, experimental cringe.
Yeah, but I love how you're not afraid to be yourself. You don't give a fuck. You just, it's great.
I thank you for that. I try my
it's
best.
it's it's inspiring. That itself is inspiring again. Like, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I really felt like for a while, I just really felt like giving up kind of thing on the stream, whatever. And right then, that's when he started streaming again. And I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
rad. And I started watching your streams again. I was just like, oh, rad. You know, just like,
Hell yeah.
so rad to watch your streams again. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm definitely like I'm doing the Spook Forcular this month. So like Silent Hill 2 is probably going to take me like 5 or 6 hours. And if I'm going to be blasted, I'm going to be a lot worse at the game. So, that's going to be a shit show. So I'm definitely going to be streaming a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, I took a little bit off. My internet was bad for a little bit. You know, it still cuts off and stuff. It's still not good, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's workable, and I got nothing else to do. What else am I gonna do?
I remember back in the day, you would stream at 480p.
Yeah, all the way up until
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, and it was like, you know, you weren't streaming like 1080 or anything, but your content was just fucking quality.
Yeah, I mean that it helps when you play PlayStation 1 games because then you know the high res difference it's not doing as much work at that point.
Yeah.
We have breaking news here from Mr. Freak in the chat room. Chris
All right.
Christie is positive. Former New Jersey governor Chris Christie.
Oh, that's awesome,
Another one
Freak Pals.
down. Oh my God, the whole Republican Party is falling. Oh,
That's
this
so
is
awesome.
good.
You have the comment that comes up and it's Freak Pals. It's so rad.
Yeah, I love this fucking
Oh.
this Corona outbreak. It's so good.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's how I found your channel anyway. And after seeing those vlogs, that brought me back to watching your streams. And then it was like from there I saw that you had like the Doom records, and I'm like watching the Doom streams, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at Doom. I gotta play it more. I started trying to do TNT, and I just like now
You're
I'm doing
amazing
this,
at
this
Doom.
thing.
It takes me 3 days to finish Doom 2.
That's not true. I find that hard to believe.
I get a certain way and I just get stuck, and I'm like, for fuck's sake. But I've been trying to watch your Doom videos religiously. So I'm just going to keep watching them over and over
So
again.
do you just watch all of them all over? Like, which ones, like, do you have a favorite, like, not necessarily video, but like Doom watch that I played?
The Doom 2 speed run where it's just the world record. It's not from a live stream or anything. It's just like just a recorded kind of a video, I think. Yeah.
I'm sad to say I don't have the best time anymore, but it was the best time, and that's
Oh, absolutely. And gosh, it's amazing. I mean, how could anyone beat that time? Because that's wild.
Well, when I try, my thing here is I'm learning TNT right now because someone beat my time in that too.
Okay.
And that was the last record I had. I had Doom 2, I had Plutonia, I had TNT. I lost
TNT
Doom
is
2.
so hard.
TNT is very long as well. I lost Doom 2, I lost Plutonia, and I'm like, I still got TNT. So I still have TNT, and then someone beats it. So I'm like, all right, got to go back in order. Because my original order was TNT, and then I did Plutonia, then I did Doom 2.
Yeah.
I think. Was it Vice? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I've always played Doom a lot multiplayer as well, like just like with other people and stuff. And I know when you're having a game online as well, if somebody else does everything, it kind of like, you know, you don't really know what to do.
I'm liking the cat cam here.
Somebody else does everything, but yeah, you don't really know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I play multiplayer games, it's always just a matter of me doing everything and the other person just kind of watching me.
Yeah, that'd be me. I just get lost all the time. There's like been so many times where I've just been so stoned as well. There's something about getting lost in Doom while you're really stoned, and it's like, gosh, is there a place to get lost in?
Oh yeah,
Is
like
there a worse
especially when you're
place to
like
get locked
playing
in?
like Ancient Aliens or something. So you got all the blinking lights, and you got all the fucking alien UFOs.
And it's like,
and shit. No,
gosh, I
it's
shouldn't
great.
have had that extra cone. And it's just like, oh, dude, where the fuck am I going? I gotta breathe for a moment. I gotta just take my eyes off this. I gotta just give up.
It's fucking good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I got some more hot scoops about Trump. Apparently,
Hot scoops about Trump.
Trump was tested positive before he announced it and attended an event after testing positive with no mask on. Well, he was already symptomatic with COVID positivity and just spread it to a bunch of people.
Oh gosh. He's wild.
Dude, this is like, wow. This is just crazy, this shit that's coming out about this guy. What do you think's going to happen with Trump?
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be like another 4,000 years of darkness.
That's possible.
I don't know. And then it's like, oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll wrap
it's
up.
It's like,
here.
When something's like too bad, and then it's like, oh.
It's just, you don't want to think about it. You know?
I know, that's right.
Scary.
It's like, oh gosh. No worries, it's been epic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us on the show above it all.
No problem.
It's been a lot of fun. And hey, good buds, fresh nugs, let's blaze one together. Virtually as well, everyone else in the globe.
Oh my god. The cat cam is censoring the view. The cat cam is providing critical censorship.
Blaze it, blaze it.
Dude, you're epic, man. You're just,
thanks, buds. Thanks for having us on the
so good.
man.
Anyway, Jesus. All right, it's off.
No worries. Stay blitzed.